With NBA free agency on the horizon, I'll tell you which teams need to go superstar hunting if they want to compete for the title. It's on Sportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
In a contracting business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. ServiceTitan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first call to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for visionaries ready to stop operating and start automating. ServiceTitan, AI for the trades.
It's finally here this Friday night at the Golden Saddle. The Karaoke Contest Finals take center stage. Come cheer on your favorite finalists as they battle it out for the championship in an exciting night of fun and entertainment. Then Saturday night, get ready for one of Charlotte, North Carolina's hottest bands, Wild Canyon, performing live on the famous Saddle Stage. Come hungry and enjoy the famous Saddle Steak, or one of their famous mouth-watering burgers, delicious wings, or any one of your favorite menu items along with your favorite ice-cold beverage. This is the last full weekend to party at the Golden Saddle until August, so don't miss your chance to make it one to remember. From everyone at the Golden Saddle, have a safe and happy July. We'll see you this weekend, the Golden Saddle, 2244 Harrybird Highway in Darlington. Call Dewey for more information at 843-339-7260. And keep following the Golden Saddle on Facebook.
Did you hear? Nucor Steel South Carolina will have an entry-level production hiring pool for applications July 7th only. It's your opportunity to join a company with some of the best benefits in the business. Nucor Steel offers 401k and Roth 401k with company match, profit sharing, medical and dental insurance, and unlimited growth potential. Don't miss this opportunity for a future with Nucor Steel South Carolina. The application process is open July 7th only at jobs.nucor.com. Search by keyword entry-level production and Darlington as the location.
Hey, everybody, it's Matt from Game Day in the Carolinas. Jump on the tailgate with Woody and me every Saturday morning from 10 to noon. Right here on the PD's 96.3 ESPN Radio, we will have all your news and notes to get your sports weekend started right.
Brought to you by Tim's Auto Pro, CRW Insurance, Daniel Wealth Management, Mr. Sparky, Piggly Wiggly, FTC, Jones Chevrolet, Mickey Fins, and Florence Toyota.
The podcast.
You know us. We know sports. 96.3 ESPN Radio, WOLH Florence, a community broadcaster station. Welcome to South Carolina's premier tailgate show, Game Day in the Carolinas, broadcasting from the spacious tailgate of the Community Broadcasters Complex on the PD's 96.3 FM, Sumter's WDXY 105.9 FM, and on Facebook Live. Join Matt and Woody on the tailgate by calling 843-407-5812. And now, your party hosts, Woody Fagan and Matt Jordan.
It is Game Day in the Carolinas, summer edition, I guess you could call it, because it's over now. College sports is over. I'm Matt. He's Woody. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
And the phone number is 843-407-5812. I actually had to stop and think about it because I was about to give my cell phone number out on the air.
That would not be advisable.
No, it would not. Y'all don't want the four-letter words whenever you try to call me. That's all I'm going to say. But, yeah, it's been a week. First of all, Oklahoma wins the national championship.
Great
Baseball.
game. Those were
three
great games.
North Carolina comes up short again. But, yeah, I guess that means we can always justify the SEC getting 8 teams in the baseball tournament.
I don't know if it's a fair justification. I mean, I'm not one of these that thinks one or two conferences deserve more than that. I mean, you've got to earn your way in. Obviously, they do it a little bit better. I don't. The whole notion, like we've talked about with college football's playoffs, is that, of course, the higher ups from both the Big Ten and the SEC want guaranteed spots, and I disagree with that completely.
No, I'm with you there. It's like earn your way in.
This did feel like they earned their way in, and Oklahoma was one of those, as you know.
Yeah.
Excuse me, was right on the line. I mean, there were really questions about whether. I heard a few people even ask, should they be in there? They lost their last 4 series of the year. That's all conference play, and yet, didn't really hang around long at the conference tournament either. I think there were 1 or 2 games and they were done. And then here you are. They're hoisting a trophy for a national title.
I mean, it just goes to show you, all you got to do is get on the dance floor.
Yeah, get on the dance floor and get hot. Those guys got hot. They got just monstrous.
It's all about, and I think that's why I like the basketball and the baseball tournaments a lot more than I do the football tournament. Because in basketball and baseball, you have a chance to have some oops. You're not punished for an oops like you are in football.
Yeah.
Even now with 12-team tournament, I know a lot of people are like, oh, the regular season doesn't mean a thing anymore, blah, blah, blah. Even when we go to 16, I mean, is it nice to know that, anyways.
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I totally agree. I mean, you look at the teams that added so much to this tournament, teams that you thought that would not be there. I mean, first of all, you had 8 teams show up to Omaha that had not been there last year.
Yes.
Which is fantastic.
Oh, absolutely.
But then teams like Troy.
Yes.
They're going to have the runs they had. You had West Virginia. There was all kind of magic in that. And even in losing efforts, there was a lot of magic. You look at his name escapes me, but the outfielder or player from Georgia, the last official at-bat in college, they're getting their doors beat off, by Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And he jacks a home run his last at-bat. And then, by the way, gets to high-five his brother as he runs around the bases because his brother plays second base for Oklahoma.
Yeah, I was saying,
Mom's sitting in the stands bawling her eyes out.
And did I see that right, that he actually got on the field during the national, when they were celebrating the national championships?
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool.
That's very cool.
That's cool right there. I mean,
there's a lot of good stories from this tournament.
It is the little moments that make, because, the Little League World Series is coming up.
Yep, that's going to be a lot of fun.
While. And it's just those tournaments, that's the little things that really do make it. I mean, you got the funny stories, too, like Rich Rodriguez telling everybody, well, I was trying to tell Pat McAfee to use that money he's paid at Rocco's to just get us a linebacker.
Get directly to the university. And you're going to see a lot more of that, too. Unfortunately, we're going to see more of Pat McAfee. But, hey, that's the way it goes.
I mean, at least the good news is Country Roads is going to be down to a minimum.
Oh.
I know the U.S. men's national team has kind of adopted it as their song, but it's going to be down to a minimum. So,
I am so sick of that song. No other team got that kind of moment at the end of the game like ESPN was giving them. You could tell the network's picking their favorites. I mean, it's just the way it goes.
I mean, when you give their most famous graduate $60 million. Well, I guess now he'd be considered their most famous graduate. $60 million.
Well, that's better than the guys that wrote the song because neither one of them had ever been there, I don't think.
Nope.
Because I think there's some things that are named in the song, like landmarks that come from the southern part of Virginia, not West Virginia.
That's the funny thing, because that was the funnest debate on Reddit this week was, is Country Roads about West Virginia or Western Virginia?
It's more Western Virginia. Yeah. I think some of the landmarks that are named, again, you can tell the guys that wrote the song had never been there and had no clue about the geography.
That's true.
But I guess West Virginia has a better ring to it than New Mexico or Colorado.
Yeah. Well, John Denver didn't write the song, though.
He had a co-writer.
Yeah, there's a couple of co-writers.
And neither one of them had ever been out there. One was from Colorado. The other was from Utah, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Taos.
I think one of his, if I remember correctly, one of his co-writers, he was actually in he was one of I can't say the first musical comedian, but they kind of had a parody act back in the day. And yeah, they had parody songs like and I'm not trying to turn this political, but this is legitimately the name of the song, Your Friendly Liberal KKK.
Oh my Lord.
It was to make fun of the KKK. If you didn't know.
Who knew?
But yeah, he was one of the first like musical. A lot of people don't know that about John Denver. He was one of the first musical parody comedians. And then turned around and did Rocky Mountain High and all those other songs like the Arbor Day Foundation song that nobody can get out of their head and hasn't heard in 30 years.
Yeah. He was not one of my favorites. I remember him growing up. When a lot of his music was on the radio.
Yeah.
He was on television quite a bit.
Yeah. Him and Dan Fogelberg.
Yeah, that's another one. But groups like that, it's amazing how things change in your mind because what would be a good one? And I'm just drawing a blank. Donald Fagen and that crew, they were in Steely Dan.
Steely Dan, yeah.
Not a big Steely Dan fan growing up. Love it now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I listen to their stuff all the time. And then you find out little facts and figures later on, like I think we shared this on the show before, that there was a band called Leather Pigeon.
Leather Pigeon.
And there was one certain man by the name of Chevy Chase who was he was a musician in that band, Leather Pigeon, decided he wanted to leave to pursue acting and comedy. And so he left the band. The band then regrouped and reformed and became Steely Dan. So he was actually hanging out with those guys.
Wow.
Another guy I found out from the Doobie Brothers, Michael McDonald was a member of Steely Dan for a moment. He was
Why
all
does
over.
that not shock me?
He's a backup singer in like every Christopher Cross song out there.
No,
and
he
a
was,
bunch of other ones
no.
too.
He was a backup singer in every 80s song.
I think so. I mean, he made a ton of money doing backup music.
Here's the funny thing. Keith Urban just released a yacht rock album.
Oh, Lord.
And guess who's on the yacht rock album?
McDonald.
Michael McDonald.
You can't have a yacht rock without a Michael McDonald, but I didn't know he'd been in Steely Dan. I mean, I just had no clue.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, he's got some great music too. I mean, and I've been into the yacht rock here lately. I've been listening to a lot
yacht
of
rock.
that. So
I've actually pitched on Frank.
We ought to have a little bit of a show.
Well, that's what I pitched on Frank, was like a 2-3 hour yacht rock show.
Mm-hmm.
And so y'all bug Dave Baker about that.
Sirius XM has got a whole thing besides yacht rock. They've got a couple of shows that they do a yacht rock soul, and now they're doing a yacht rock country.
Because you can do that.
Yeah,
it's really like for those who don't know what yacht rock is, because there are people actually out there that what the hell are they talking about? It's kind of like R&B, slow, what you would call adult contemporary rock.
And a little bit of like lounge music.
Yeah, a little lounge music.
You're like a cheesy Vegas hotel lounge music.
But you're like Christopher Cross, Kool and the Gang would be considered
some
in yacht
Lionel
rock.
Richie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Easy Like Sunday Morning.
Yeah.
That is the quintessential yacht rock
song. A lot
song.
of Steely Dan, some Bee Gees.
Yeah. But it's like, it's not heavy rock. It's
No.
not heavy disco. It's just kind of chill
So
music.
Bertie Higgins.
Yeah.
Key Largo.
Exactly.
And his other really bad song called Him. I make fun of that song all the time. One of the worst songs ever written. But it's on there.
What was I watching the other day? Folks, you have to indulge us. It's the summertime. We don't have much to talk about. And I'm sure you're tired of hearing the name Brendan Sorsby. No, I was watching something the other day. And this guy makes some great rock documentaries. And he was talking about how MTV sabotaged Christopher Cross's career.
Oh, get out of here.
Because they didn't think he looked that good. I mean,
there are not really many of them that are really,
Yeah, I mean, it's like, but Christopher Cross can croon, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I like him.
I mean, I find myself singing "Sailing" off key.
Oh, I like that. And Arthur's song
Arthur's theme.
one of my favorite.
That is such an
my
amazing
favorite
song.
one by him is Gloria. Excuse me, not Gloria. Laura. I love that song. He wrote it for Laura Branigan. She was one of my favorites back in the day.
That's right. He wrote a tribute. It came out not that long after she died.
Yep. I mean, she had a really great career going.
Mm-hmm.
Lost her husband to cancer, and then she dies of like a brain hemorrhage or something.
She had an auto accident, I think, and that
No.
that caused a
Oh, okay.
yeah, and that's what caused it.
But I mean, and he wrote the song about her. It's a fantastic song. But there's a lot of those backstories and stuff though that we have for all that music. But yeah, they've got their yacht rock going right now, and it's kind of cool.
I love yacht rock.
Yeah, kind of cruise around to that, and people put it. It's the type of music that they figure you'd be playing while you're on a boat.
Yeah, I mean,
hanging out on the river.
Kind
or
of
wherever.
is, because I mean that's definitely something I'd be listening to while I was trying to chill out, relax.
Well, it's better than the hick hop they're listening to now that they call country music.
I was about to say tubing music is more like Chattahoochee. I mean, a little rednecker than.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they listened to that, you would probably have a few less fights at the sandbar down there on the river, like was in the news here lately.
Oh my! Yeah. Well, I mean, is it really a summer vacation if you're not fighting at the sandbar?
Well, for me personally, yes, because I mean, I never fought at the sandbar, never thought about it. I tried to steer clear of people as much as possible.
Or should I say, watch the fight at the sandbar?
Yeah. You kind of don't even want to be involved in that because I'd hate to even be called as a witness on that. Well, this is what I saw.
Two drunk rich guys just going at it.
Yeah, well, here lately it's been kids. A lot of teens and late teens.
Late teens and early 20s kids think that they're rednecker than the next guy.
In Daddy's boat. Funnier.
In Daddy's boat.
Yeah.
That's the best part. Oh, my goodness.
Speaking of some news, there was a local article that came out the Florence Morning News. Want to congratulate Coach Derek Urquhart with Florence Post 1. He is tied the state record for career coaching victories. He did that on Thursday as Post 1 defeated Beverly Lowell out of Ohio. That's another team, not a person. They didn't beat up Beverly Lowell. I just want you to know.
Well, I mean, they had to because Beverly Lowell was the one that brought the marshmallow, whatever Midwestern concoction they could come up with.
I guess so. And other news, too, we saw it is officially official. The Ice Cats are now in the SPHL.
Yes, the SPHL, which means everything is set. Everything's ready to go. If you're asking about legal matters, there's not much to talk about.
No. There's really not been much said about it. So I don't know if the judges had a ruling on it. They've had a chance to review it. Or it's under consideration. I got no idea.
And apparently you need to be watching the Ice Cats Facebook page next week.
Really?
So they're going to have a week full of announcements.
Oh, well, head coaching. They want to, I know they wanted to try to release a head coach because they're still technically in that search right around the 4th. So I would expect it to be an angle to try to get it on our show. And we still may yet.
Yeah,
but
you never know.
But yeah, it looks like from a division, it was posted online. I saw Athens Rock Lobsters, who we're very familiar with.
Yep.
The Huntsville Havoc, the PD Ice Cats, and the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs.
See, that's what I don't understand. Why is Huntsville in our region, but Fayetteville is? That's got to be a typo.
Well, that's what they're showing at the moment. There again, you could be right. They could have just. I thought these were done by division because of the way it was divided up. I mean, you see that it's divided up like they're
I was about to say them. Why is there? Not. Why are we the only one with 4 teams in our division?
But you've also got the Birmingham Bulls, the Knoxville Ice Bears, the Pensacola Ice Flyers, the Evansville Thunderbolts, which they've got a really cool logo. They've got that old World War II era plane.
Yes,
which I think is really sharp looking. The Macon Mayhem, the Peoria Rivermen, the Fayetteville Marksmen, the Mobile Mystics, and the Quad City Storm.
I'm thinking our division is going to have
we should have
Roanoke, Fayetteville, Athens, and probably Pensacola.
Yeah.
That would make sense travel-wise. I mean, you probably could throw Macon in there too, but,
Yeah, you might could throw Macon or even Knoxville's a stretch. So, yeah, that
Knoxville,
sounds good.
Where a lot of people forget this. Knoxville, if I'm not mistaken, is where the PD Pride came from.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
We got a couple teams from Knoxville because if I'm not mistaken, the Red Wolves started in Knoxville.
Wow.
As well. Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Don't quote me on the Red Wolves part, but I'm very sure that the PD Pride started their life as Knoxville. I just can't remember what their name was.
I'll do some research at the break.
Well, we can we can do it at the break.
We got the Florence Flamingos tonight. They've got the
Flamingos are home.
What's the theme tonight? Is what? Matt?
Halfway to Halloween. I mean, well, when you're in my life, every day is Halloween. But
I hear you.
But saw the jerseys.
Yeah, those are kind of cool looking jerseys. They're
Yeah.
going to have those up for auction.
You haven't seen them, go over to their Facebook page. It's absolutely awesome. And they are up for auction, if I'm not mistaken.
And I'm assuming they're encouraging you to wear a costume tonight if you want.
I'm sure they'll let you. I mean, Brian, wake up.
Yeah. Give us a ring, let us know.
We need to call you. But, I mean, maybe Mitchell's listening this morning.
Yeah, you never know.
Just give us a call. Let us know. 843-407-5812. But, yeah, those jerseys are up for auction. They're the Ice Cats Flamingos jerseys were up for auction earlier this year as well. I don't know if they've all sold out yet or not because I haven't looked.
I think most of those from the Ice Cat side got snatched up pretty quickly.
Oh,
I would assume the ones from the Flamingos Ice Cats game did too.
Now, here's the funny part. We talked about Post 1. We talked about the Flamingos. They're actually going to play each other. Well, the PD Pecans are going to be playing Post 1 on Thursday night as well. So
that could be a fun game.
Well, that could be a real fun game. I mean, Eric's got a good, solid squad. They've already lost one in region play, but, I mean, it's baseball.
Oh, yeah. Expect that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you don't go perfect in baseball, kids. I can tell you that much right now. So, we got the Flamingos going on. We got Post 1 going on. Obviously, the P15s, because they played Post 1 earlier this week. They're going on. There is stuff to talk about that isn't one Brendan Sorsby. Although I thought it was hilarious. And, yeah, here's your daily Brendan Sorsby update.
Well,
we need music for that.
Yeah, we might need some sort of from I don't know what you put it, like one of these from the soap operas where it's got it really dramatic and there's like a violin player.
Like was it like the sand through the hourglass?
Yes, right.
These are the days of Brendan Sorsby. Actually, you know what? No, as the world turns is probably better. You can have, as the Sorsby turns.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting a little ridiculous that it seems like every day there's a new lawsuit. And I mean, the NCAA announces age restrictions for the things they're going to do now, 5 for 5, immediately within closing out the press conference, like 17.
Yeah, 15 lawsuits were filed right after the NCAA announced their age, what they call, now we call it the 5 and 5 because that's what stands out. It's called the age-based eligibility rule.
I want to throw this out there, too. And I know we're probably stretching it that it's going that far, but I know there are people over in Sumter that are listening to that are from the Manning Santee area. But Manning and Santee, they've got a Legion baseball team. They do. Post 68.
They're usually pretty good.
As you know, I lost a very close friend a couple years ago. He's still in my thoughts all the time, especially when I hear Saturday in the Park by Chicago. It's one of his favorite songs. But Dr. Spencer Jordan, who was over the South Carolina.
Used to be over SCISA.
SCISA, the South Carolina Independent School Association. They put helmet stickers in honor of him.
Oh, that's nice.
And Dalton Page. Two men from over that way played a huge role in getting the post 63 teams together and making it what it is today. But they've actually got the SP and the SJ on the back of their helmets they go out and play. And I thought that was a really, really cool move. Really appreciate that as a friend of the man. And want to give them a shout out. That's fantastic.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, back to Post 1 real quick, they unveiled their plaque earlier this week to honor Jerry Lee.
Yes.
Long time head of Post 1, way before Derek, and that was actually really good. I mean, really nice, and it looks good out there. So, yeah, that's about it as far as sports on the field goes.
Yeah, anything that's really actively going on, but everything now, I mean.
Welcome to courtroom season.
Yeah, we're talking about. College football has become kind of NFL light with all the moving around. It seems like they're spending most of their time in court or in some sort of deliberation somewhere. I mean, much like the NFL. I mean, everything from players suing the league. They're going to sue the NFL now, too. I mean, Sorsby's, that's the next move.
Yeah.
And he's going to use the Players Association, which, Matt,
you're not a member
he's
of.
not technically an NFLPA member. How can you sue using their help?
I mean, and granted, they have legal counsel, which is open to everybody, but still, that's a little weird that you're suing a league you're not a member of, and over their rule, which clearly states they have the right to tell you no.
Yeah.
I just.
What he's going to find is the whole litigation process with the NCAA and the NFL a completely different beast. One's going to slam the lid on your fingers. They don't care. The other one, you got a better than 50-50 chance of winning.
All right, I follow Tom Mars on. For those of you who don't know, Tom Mars is like the NCAA's worst nightmare. I mean, when a player grabs Tom Mars, you might as well just go ahead and say, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?"
Yeah,
because you're going to lose. And he even said Sorsby's lawyer is extremely intelligent and a good guy, but he has to do, obviously, as a lawyer, you got to do what your client says. This is a highly, and I'm sitting there going, I wonder how many times he said, this is a very ill-advised move.
You got to wonder.
So, I don't know. I mean, it's just really weird that Brendan Sorsby would sue. I mean, that's like you and me going up to like New York and suing WFAN. Oh, we've never put in for a position. You've never heard of us before, but we're going to sue you because you haven't hired us.
Yeah,
it's just that weird. It's just
there's a player. This article came out an hour ago, and it's on MSN. NFLPA exec just confirmed Sorsby to NFL still might happen.
I mean, it might. Could he not be a free agent?
Yeah, I guess he could, but no. Don't you have to be? Every team has to be able to.
Yeah.
Have a shot at you.
Or shouldn't you? Well, I guess every team would be able to have a shot at you if you are a free agent. But what about signing him to a practice squad?
I think there's a potential there. I would assume by the rules. But again, if I think that only goes for players that have actually been through the draft, though, isn't it?
I think so.
You have to have gone through a draft in order to be signed to a team.
Some kind of eligibility to the NFL, I'm sure. But,
and
I mean, he's got plenty of options still.
Well, I don't know. You say plenty. He lost one immediately. He lost one before it ever became a discussion.
Oh, yeah. The Canadian Football League came out and said, hey, Brendan, we know you haven't shown any interest in the CFL, but sorry, bud. You can't play for our league. You're not coming north of the border.
Even expressed interest in playing there, and they already said, no, thank you.
No.
Don't pack any bags.
They're good.
So,
I mean,
so his options, he's down to about 3. And because I don't think I just don't see the Players Association coming up big for him in a way to allow him to get drafted.
I think already Texas Tech has cut ties with him.
I don't know.
But
or
he's cut ties with them or something like that.
I have an interesting quote we'll talk about in a second that I saved. But, so his option would be to go back to Texas Tech, finish his education, spend a year working out there with the team, showing he's rehabbed himself. I mean, it's a way of rehabbing your image.
Oh, 100%.
Because you're going to be in the public spotlight. And listen, nothing says I own my mistakes and standing out in front of the public with your head up. I mean, there's nothing else that says that.
Yeah, because we were talking about that as far as rehabbing his image PR-wise.
The worst thing he could do would be to hide right now. And I think,
I agree.
And that's one of the options, to go work out on your own. Get your own team of trainers, do your own thing.
Go to IMG Academy.
Go somewhere, work out, prepare for the draft yourself.
Yeah.
I think it would be better for him to be involved with the program.
I agree.
Keeps him interested.
And I think that's why the JUCO route would be his smartest choice.
Could be. That's not a bad idea either.
Because, and now, again, he's got to go through the vetting process in JUCO, and here it is, June 27th, and I'm sure JUCO teams are already filling out their rosters. But I mean, somebody with Sorsby's talent,
they would definitely make room for him.
Yeah, they'll make room for him. They don't worry about that. But if he can survive due diligence through JUCO, because what you and I were talking about off the air is absolutely right. What Brendan Sorsby needs to do is go find a team, keep his nose clean for till April.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, that answers a lot of questions. That calms a lot of nerves.
Yep.
You're still going to have to go through that huge scrutinization process. And look, there for the rest of your life, rest of your professional playing life, Brendan, you are going to be looked at sideways, no matter what, because you did what they banned. Well, you did for the original reason why they banned Pete Rose for life.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just be honest about it. Pete Rose continued to be banned for life because, well, he lied.
He just never would say he was sorry either.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's the one thing. And that's the one thing. If you learn from Pete Rose, and it looks like Sorsby's trying to go down the road that somebody has learned from Pete Rose, be contrite about it.
mm-hmm.
Show that you're making progress. And that's what we were saying. I wouldn't even be caught with somebody other than my girlfriend on my arm for the next several months.
You don't need even a parking ticket.
Yeah, you're right. If you go the JUCO route, don't even get a parking ticket. Don't mouth off to a teacher. Just head down, play your football.
Just go to work.
Yeah, go to work. And you know what? You can, when the winter semester comes in, you can pull out, go to IMG, finish up your training, and get ready for the NFL draft. Just keep your head down. I mean, and it's not asking a lot.
I think if he did that, he'd have a better shot of getting picked up somewhere. And I still don't feel like he'll be drafted, but I do feel like he could be picked. He would be picked up on a free agent contract.
He'll either not be drafted or drafted very late.
Yeah.
And it's going to be to a team that doesn't mind an initial PR hit, which is, I mean, let's be honest. The minute a team signs or drafts this kid, there will be articles because they've already been written that are going to eviscerate the team that gets them because this team has no morals. So the Cleveland Browns, who are used to this,
they have a team. They have prepared to handle this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you only get Deshaun Watson right in the middle of all his hoo-ha, and yeah.
Well, I do think though, to some degree, I don't think there'll be as much of the evisceration as you think, because one thing we do know, we sat here in these chairs and had a microphone and watched these sports for how many years now together.
Yeah,
there's always a new story. There's always something bigger, worse. By that time, too, there's going to be a whole mess going on with collective bargaining, probably, whatever else. It'll take all that attention off of him.
This time next year, we're probably talking Major League lockout going into its 6th month.
Yeah. There's always a bigger, worse story.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I agree with his agent that, look, I get it. And I do agree with him on a surface level. It's not like he's out murdering people or drinking and driving or whatever. But where I push back is it's still admitting that you bet on your own team. Whether or not you were in those games, that's a whole other issue. You still know things about that team that nobody else knows.
Well, I've never been one that likes the fact that somebody's banned from anything for life. I just think, because I do believe in forgiveness. I believe in redemption. I like a good redemption story. I have trouble with it. Now, if he was an axe murderer or something, that, okay,
right.
You get where I'm going, but we're talking about betting on your team. I understand that too. And being an athlete and being somebody that like playing sports, I understand the seriousness of it, but I just don't think it's still something that he can't come back from. But if you're doing stupid things and you're still in the news, you're still feeding that fire. If it goes away and you're quiet and it's gone, it won't even be smoldering good this time in April if you just go away from, don't do anything stupid.
Yeah. Don't add on. Basically, what we're trying to say is let the fire die out.
You look at some of the guys that really implode. I think of Ryan Leaf, all the different things he had going on. He kept feeding the fire for the media, and that kept
he
making
burned
him
out
worse and worse.
Yeah. Well, and you're right. And there's another thing that we love in this country is the redemption story.
Oh, yeah, I love the comeback.
Yeah,
everybody does.
We knock you down. That's a lot of people go, well, they just pick you, put you up to knock you down. Yeah, but you forget the second part of that. We knock you down to watch you rise again.
Yeah.
And Sorsby, yes. And am I ever going to be embracing Brendan Sorsby? No. Because I still think that's a scarlet letter that's going to make me look at you sideways. And that's fine. It's not like, and I hate these fake moralists that jump on every time that there was a Sorsby story this week, or every time somebody would talk about the NFL saying no, then you had 3 or 4 of his fake moralist defenders. Mm-hmm. Well, you allow wife beaters in the league. All he did was bet.
Yeah.
Listen, we don't like them either.
No.
And you ain't going to find me cheering for them. Matter of fact, if what Geno Smith is accused of, and I'm saying this as a Jets fan, what Geno Smith is accused of, if even half of that's true, I want him off the damn team.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got Detroit line wide receiver right now going through a mess. He's going to see the other side of the bars here very soon.
Oh, absolutely.
You think about all the other guys, the Ray Caruso of the world that ruined their. I mean, to some degree, have you ever looked at Ray Lewis the same?
No.
Since all that mess happened, whether he actually did it or not, the fact that he was even out there around anything like that is the bad thing.
And that's the thing. I mean, if you really look at it, that's the playbook, ain't it? Because Ray Lewis never got into trouble afterwards.
Mm-mm. He's quiet.
He's been quiet. He's absolutely an outstanding what do you call those analysts?
Yeah,
on ESPN. I mean, I have no problems with Ray Lewis. But you're right. There's still that little bit of
it's there. You remember it.
Or you can go the Chad Johnson route.
Yeah.
Where everybody celebrates when you're gone.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where you stand at the moment.
He's got some figuring out to do. And then you got to put the ego aside and all the temptation. Mm-hmm. And you really I don't really feel like he was getting good advice. I really don't.
I still don't think he's getting good advice.
From Texas Tech, he certainly didn't get good advice. At least not from one end of it. Because, I mean, after the judgment came out the other week about Sorsby, the ruling, this is a quote.
Yeah.
It's just that we've been treated so unfairly by our own conference, And I think at this point, our only option is to look into going independent. I mean, it works for Notre Dame, and on paper, we're a much better talented team than them. It just makes sense. That's one Cody Campbell, the chair of their board, billionaire who was helping fight all this. Who gave Sorsby $5 million to come there.
You know what he's really saying? Without saying it, what he's really saying is, I run the school. Holcutt has no authority.
That's what it sounds like.
That's basically what he just said, is that Holcutt has no authority. Although Holcutt's the AD and supposed to be running the damn program, you just said the president has no authority, the AD has no authority, really the coach has no authority.
Can you find me one quote from the chair of the board at South Carolina or even at Clemson when this stuff's been going on trouble-wise with their coach or when there's been a problematic player here or there? You don't see that.
You don't.
But he goes right to the microphone because it's his bully pulpit. He can do that. He's got the money. He doesn't care.
He's a billionaire and he thinks he's above the law.
Exactly. That's the problem. I think there's a lot. You don't see that from any other place really either. I don't recall any board chairs really coming out and saying a whole lot.
Outside of apparently Michigan State, but that's being done under wraps.
Well, yeah, but certain programs have. I mean, UNC is a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, they had somebody picked out to hire before they got Belichick who overruled the AD.
member of the board of trustees.
Their board director.
Who, by the way, got his buddy the AD's job.
That's right.
Because Bubba is out.
Bubba's gone. So
how's that working out, by the way, North Carolina?
It's not. It's a mess. It's a dumpster fire, and it's going to be even more interesting. And we need to check Vegas. Neither one of us are big bettors, but there's got to be a line somewhere about will Belichick make it through the season?
Oh, I'm definitely sure there is.
I'm very tempted to put some money on that because I don't think he'll make it through the season.
Yeah. Let's still talk about Brendan Sorsby on our Bet ESPN hotline.
Why not? Yeah,
our DraftKings celebrity betting analyst.
Yeah, he could be a guest on there. Wouldn't that be something?
He could take what's that boring kid on Game Day? The one that does the odds now.
Bear.
The Bear.
The Bear.
Yeah, you can put Sorsby in for the Bear,
and he's always wrong. I don't know where he's getting his stats from, but 9 times out of 10, I think he's at least
when Bino did it.
Oh,
granted, Bino was boring.
That was a kiss of death.
Yeah, but at least Bino kind of knew what he was talking about. This Bear guy has absolutely no clue.
Yeah, my wife likes to watch that. She'll watch the college game day some and all that just to find out, when they do the game rundowns, who the panel picked. Did overwhelmingly they pick South Carolina? Back in the day when Bino was on
go the other way,
and she said, "Well, Bino Cook picked us." I went, "No, that's not good.
Bino
that's the kiss of death." If he picks you, you're gonna lose.
Oh my!
But I mean, at least he embraced that too, because he'd laugh about that.
Yeah,
I mean, he made fun of himself on it.
No, I mean, and he would always pick Notre Dame because he was.
Well,
I don't know if he was a Notre Dame graduate,
just a big fan.
Just a big fan. Yeah, I couldn't remember it all, but I mean, no, because getting back to Sorsby though, and what you were talking about, nobody at Northwestern, when all the lying about Pat Fitzgerald was alleged lying about Pat Fitzgerald was going on, you didn't hear a lot out of that. You didn't hear a lot out of Penn State when all of that motioning to
that still bothers
everything.
Me to this day.
Yeah, was going on. I'm trying to think of other places where you've had scandals, like big scandals. I can't think of a lot where SMU is the only one I can think of where the booster's mouth wrote a check for the entire school that their butt couldn't cash.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's happening again because, if you've seen the Pony Excess 30 for 30, everybody knows about a guy named Sherwood Blunt.
Yeah.
What a name, man. Sherwood Blunt. Better than Cody Campbell. Although that does sound like he belongs like in Yellowstone or something like
that. He's on the Dutton Ranch.
He's on the Dutton Ranch. He's the mouthy one on the Dutton Ranch.
Oh, Lord.
Oh. But yeah, Sherwood Blunt was the guy that would write checks with his mouth that SMU's behind couldn't cash. And then when you got the governor was involved.
Yeah.
At that point, that's the only other scandal I can think of where a booster basically told the school, "We own you."
Yeah, the Michigan stuff with former coach. I don't recall.
No boosters, no presidents, no.
Well, just the president and the AD were the only two they were going to,
and they were backing Harbaugh to the hilt, which is fine.
That's their job.
Yeah, absolutely. Because even after Harbaugh left,
but you didn't hear the board chair making quotes like that.
Yeah. We should just leave the Big Ten because the way they
inflammatory quotes. I mean, not just we don't like this process. I mean, this guy's saying we just need to leave.
The problem I have with Cody Campbell, is that he wants to run. I legitimately believe he wants to run the NCAA.
I think you're right. He thinks he's fixing it. He really does.
No, I agree with you.
He's saying he wants to fix it. He's attempting that, but every action he's taken is set to undermine anything the NCAA can do.
Oh, we backed this kid because we need to pass the Save College Sports Act.
Exactly.
That was actually one of his quotes.
I know, and it's but everything you're doing doesn't speak that. I mean, it's not saying that. It's not indicating that at all. And think about this too, how stupid this is. Not reading the room, being tone deaf. We think we should be independent. What's the number one challenge of an independent school when it comes to college football especially?
because one, there's like a lot of scheduling. There's a lot because there's a 1A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
they've got the money. He's obviously confident on that, so that's not a big deal. But scheduling, in my mind, is their toughest thing because Notre Dame gets beat up over that. Even Notre Dame gets beat up over. Well,
Notre Dame can't even get because and think about it this way too. You want to go independent when just about every conference in the country is moving to 9-game conference schedules.
Again, tone deaf, not reading the room. And what was the other little problem that happened when all this stuff was going on? Schools were talking about pulling them off their schedule.
Right.
Not playing games against them. And if you're going to say, let's go independent, you won't have anybody, in Division I that'll play you.
Enjoy playing East Tennessee State about 3 times a year.
I mean, my Lord.
I mean, that's because that's all you're going to get. I mean, look at, outside of Stanford, which I don't understand why Notre Dame Stanford doesn't count towards their 5 ACC games.
It should.
It should. I mean, I know it's an old-fashioned rivalry, but it should count. Because Stanford, yes, as much as we don't like it, Stanford plays in the ACC.
Yep.
All right?
That's just the new reality.
So outside of the 5 ACC teams in Stanford, have you looked at Notre Dame's schedule?
Not really.
They get maybe a Texas A&M every 2 or 3 years, but then it's like Kent State.
Yeah.
I mean, they're literally beating up on the MAC because the MAC are the only people that play them outside of their mandated 5 ACC games. Southern Cal, that used to be a rivalry.
Yeah.
I remember the entire college football world would stop the week of Notre Dame, Southern Cal. Southern Cal won't play them anymore because the Big Ten's about to go to 9 games.
Yeah. You think about they'd play Miami every now and then, too. It was the Catholics versus the criminals. All that crap.
Now, Miami's part of those 3 teams that are contractually obligated to be rotated to play Notre Dame. So you don't see Miami, though, on the schedule outside of the years that they're doing this.
They get Wisconsin their week opener. Wisconsin's the terrible team right now. They've got Rice in week 2.
Rice.
A rebuilding Michigan State, hopefully rebuilding.
Well, Michigan, by the way, Michigan State is an entirely different dumpster fire that literally warrants its own show.
They get Purdue after that.
Oh, Purdue.
Then they get Stanford. They get BYU, which arguably could be a tougher game because BYU's athletic, but they're not as big as Notre Dame, so they typically thrash them after about a quarter.
Yep.
You get Navy, Notre Dame, Boston College, SMU, and Syracuse.
You said Notre Dame.
I'm sorry. They get Miami, Boston College, SMU. It was Navy, Miami, Boston College, SMU, and Syracuse.
Okay,
Sorry.
Miami. Okay. I just wanted
They flipped it. I was reading it out of an order, and they flipped the order because of home versus away. That's what threw me. Sorry.
Oh, man.
It's not the toughest schedule I've ever heard. The biggest one on that schedule to me is probably going to be Miami. Maybe
Miami.
Yeah, maybe Miami. Maybe SMU.
I would say SMU would probably be the toughest. Because SMU's got that quarterback coming back.
Yeah.
So,
but he still hasn't showed me much.
That's true. But, I mean, since they've joined the league, SMU's been in the conversation to win the ACC championship.
Yeah. I mean, I like to think Michigan State's going to bring some of that Sparty pride back with their new coach because the guy can coach. He's a good football coach.
But that whole school
it's a mess.
Is a dumpster fire.
Yeah. I
mean, you had Tom Izzo. Now, I don't know how serious the threat was, but it felt like Tom Izzo was threatening to quit.
Well, he said in that quote I heard, he was talking about he couldn't talk about it right now, that he was going to have to release a statement at a later date.
Well, because you had the president is now at Clemson.
Yep.
The AD is now at Kentucky. And from everything I heard, they were
good guys.
And they were still 6 presidents later, still cleaning up the Larry Nassar mess.
Jeez.
And, I mean, I hate to say this to Michigan State, but it sounds like until some of these fuddy-duddies get off the board, And you're going to have to go probably to Gretchen Whitmer because I assume she has some power over that. Because, and I'm just basing that off of our state.
Well, yeah, they'd have some influence in the state-run school. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you have to go to her to get some of these guys off the board, or you have to go to the state legislator to get the guys off the board that are causing the problems. But therein lies your other problem. I won't turn this into Wake Up Carolinas.
Yeah.
But
it's a big mess. It's not going to be solved obviously not going to be solved anytime soon.
No.
There's still fallout from all that. But to think now, their last regular season game, Notre Dame's, they beat Syracuse 70-7.
Yep.
Regular season, 70-7. That's, again, let's go ahead and beat our chest and say, yeah, look, we're going to run and be an independent. And do what? And play who?
Yeah. And think about it. If Notre Dame is struggling as an independent, and there's a lot of pressure for Notre Dame to join a conference, what chance do you have, man? You're Texas. Listen, you're Texas Tech. You're still nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
You don't even have a tradition.
You're not a brand.
No. You're a brand in your town, and that's about it. Not even there.
Not even in Lubbock.
Because there's a ton of teams in that area.
That's still a big UT area in Lubbock. But that's the thing. There are only, I would say, other than Notre Dame, maybe 5 schools that could do it. I can tell you 4 right off the top of my head. Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama, and Southern Cal.
But even with that.
And they would struggle.
But even with nobody in their right mind playing in a major conference would put them on their schedule.
No.
I wouldn't. Well, if I don't have to play Notre Dame regular season, why would I schedule?
The risk is greater than the reward.
Totally.
It's the main reason why, teams like Coastal have a problem finding Division I teams to play.
Every one of these coaches will come out and say, yeah, we scheduled the tough ones because we're developing a program. Well, you look down that schedule, there's still Sacramento State. There's still the Amalgamated School for the Blind. There's still some welding technical college and probably the
Colorado School for the Mines.
Colorado School for Mines, yeah. There's a shipyard builders, university or something like that.
No, there legitimately is, kids.
They're still playing lower than expected teams on their schedule. If you're really picking the top people to play, you've got top opponents every week, except the week you have a bye.
Here's my suggestion for Texas Tech. If they're really gung-ho about leaving the Big 12,
go for it.
You know what? There's a little conference that is coming back that you could go to.
Yeah.
Go play in the Pac-12.
Why not?
Go play with them, and you can play Boise State every year. You can play San Diego State. You don't want to do that because, that ain't going to get you no ratings.
Nope. And it's going to hurt your relevance, too, when they do start grading teams out to include them in this new playoff system. Whenever they expand it, you're going to need as much credibility as possible, whether there's 18 teams, 24 teams, or they stick to 12. You still got to be able to fill a resume.
Yes.
And you can't do that. That is not an impressive resume to me for a Notre Dame team. I'm sorry.
It's not. It's not.
One of all the schools on there, there might be 2
and
that will be ranked at some point during the season. You might see Miami, you might see BYU. And that's it.
And there's 3 independent teams in college football?
Yes, I think that's right.
Connecticut, Notre Dame, and I can't remember who the third is. But who's the only one that has a rule that says if they're in the top 12, they automatically get in the playoffs?
Yeah. I think that's Notre Dame.
Texas Tech, they're not going to do that for you.
Nope.
If Connecticut can't get it.
Y'all, they don't bring the people to fill the seats like Notre Dame will. They're not even close.
Right. Only Notre Dame is ever going to get that dispensation because they're Notre Dame. Get it through your heads. Especially you, Cody Campbell. He ain't
got that much money.
No. You don't run college football. You might run Texas Tech, but you don't run college football. All right, back in a minute.
When it comes to commercial real estate at the PD, local experience matters. PLC Commercial is a locally owned firm specializing in brokerage, leasing, property management, and development. We help business owners find the right space and investors make confident decisions. Whether you're expanding, relocating, or investing, trust the team that knows the PD. Visit plccommercial.com or call 843-702-9685. PLC Commercial. This isn't just our market, it's home.
At FTC, we get you and your connection needs. From streaming and gaming to working from home, FTC Internet keeps your family connected. With plans starting at just $39.95 per month for the first 6 months, you'll enjoy free installation, a Wi-Fi 6 smart router, and access to the FTC Internet app. Call 888-218-5050 or visit ftcinet.com to get connected. Fiber internet service may not be available in all areas. Certain restrictions apply. Offer for new internet customers only.
In the heart of South Carolina, where the spirit of celebration thrives, there's a place unlike any other. Mickey Finn's your one-stop party destination with 3 locations, Cashua Drive, Pamplico Highway, and their huge beverage warehouse on Dr. Johnny Bruce Road next to Buc-ee's. Step into a world of endless possibilities where the shelves are filled with the largest selection of beer, wine, and liquor, each bottle carrying its own story of flavor and enjoyment. Sign up today for Mickey Finn's customer rewards. Mickey Finn says, we drink all we can and sell the rest.
So you call your virtual insurance company to ask a simple question about your policy. But now you're on hold listening to this music while you wait and wait. Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and pick up the phone when you call, because you shouldn't be on hold so long that you memorize the music. That's simple human sense. Call me, Brittany Tyndall, at CRW Insurance, 803-775-1168.
Are you tired of hearing strange noises coming from your car? Do you need to get your vehicle serviced but don't have time to do it yourself? Look no further than Tim's Auto Pro. Their highly skilled, certified technicians have years of experience and are equipped with the latest tools to get your car running like new again. They offer a variety of services, from routine maintenance to major repairs, at competitive prices. Don't let car problems stress you out any longer. Tim's Auto Pro, the only place to go. 2685 Peach Orchard Road in Dazzell, or online at timsautopro.com.
Price crash alert! Furniture prices are dropping fast during a spring price crash alert at High Point Furniture. Sofas, reclining sectionals, bedroom suites, dining sets, mattresses, and more. Everything is marked down and ready to go. If you've been waiting for the right time to buy furniture, this is it. Hurry to High Point Furniture, 1916 West Evans Street in Florence, or 873 Broad Street in Sumter. But don't wait. When it's gone, it's gone. High Point Furniture, where the savings are huge and the deals move fast.
Hello, everybody. I am Donnie Daniel with Daniel Wealth Management. In a world of constant change and evolving market, finding a partner you can trust is crucial for financial success. At Daniel Wealth Management, we understand the importance of growth, not just for your investment, but for your future and your legacy you'll leave behind. Our team of experts are dedicated to providing personalized strategies that align with your goals, whether you're planning for retirement, saving for a home, or investing for your children's education. With our tailored approach, we'll help you navigate the complexities of your portfolio and make informed decisions that drive your success. Time is your most valuable asset, and we're here to help you make the most of it. Let us be your guide on the path to financial growth and stability. Visit us at Daniel Wealth Management on Broad Street in Sumter, South Carolina, or call us at 803-774-3121 and schedule an appointment to start your journey towards a brighter tomorrow. Daniel Wealth Management, your partner in growth, your partner in success.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Azaic Wealth, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Hey, Braves fans! Community broadcasters Mickey Finn's, Irby Street Sporting Goods, and Palmetto Heating and Cooling are sending you and 3 friends on the ultimate Braves Grand Slam family getaway. It's an awesome trip to Atlanta with 4 premium seats in the exclusive Xfinity Suite. It's an all-you-can-eat food, drinks, hotel, restaurant vouchers, signed souvenirs, batting practice, and $500 in cash experience. On August 15th, the Braves battle the Diamondbacks, but you've got to win to get in. Listen for the crack of the bat and be the 9th caller to qualify for the grand prize. Or go online now and register at bravesgrandslam.com. This wow experience can't be bought, but it can be won thanks to Mickey Finn's, Palmetto Heating and Cooling, and Irby Street Sporting Goods. Head to bravesgrandslam.com for all the details. Special thanks to our awesome sponsors, Monraga Roofing, Piggly Wiggly of Darlington and Hartsville, Slowpoke Bait and Tackle, Twin State Chevrolet, Galloway Auto Glass, CarQuest of Sumter, R&W Golf Carts, and National Hardware. The Braves Grand Slam Family Getaway starts now. Nothing says tradition like your hometown Piggly Wiggly. Take it from the pig. When it comes to value and freshness, you can't beat Piggly Wiggly. They've been bringing home the bacon for millions of American families for over 100 years. Today, they're one of the best known and best loved brands in America. Stop by your local Piggly Wiggly today and take home the freshest meats, vegetables, and produce, along with great deals on all your favorite brands. Each week, the pig features new specials, perfect for your tailgating parties and family mealtime. Come out to the Golden Saddle, the PD's ultimate live entertainment venue. Great food, cold drinks, and the best bands every weekend. Don't miss the fun at the Golden Saddle, 2244 Harrybird Highway in Darlington. For details and upcoming events, follow them on Facebook.
Trust DPM Property Maintenance for professional landscape design and installs on new and existing properties, commercial and residential. From irrigation system installs and upgrades to stunning outdoor lighting and audio, DPM prioritizes quality over quantity. They never rush through a job, making sure it's done right the first time, every time. Call Tyler Davison today at 843-617-2038 for your free estimate. Find them on Facebook at Davison Property Maintenance, LLC. DPM Davison Property Maintenance, bringing your vision to life with trust and quality.
WOLH Florence and WDXY Sumter. It's game day in the Carolinas.
Already 11 o'clock. Second hour. Game day in the Carolinas.
Time is flying.
Time really is flying by. And Matt and Woody with you, 843-407-5812. NCAA made some changes. Now, a lot of people have been talking about the age eligibility rule.
Mm-hmm.
But there was another rule change, which I thought had already taken effect. But apparently they voted it in. Now, it cost you $5 million to move up now from FCS to FBS. 1AA to 1A.
That's crazy.
Well, I thought with that $5 million that the transition period had gone away. Well, it was also voted the day of the age eligibility rule that the transition period for bowl games, I guess you still had that 2-year bowl ban or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's gone.
That should be. That was stupid.
Absolutely. Well, if you're going to pay $5 million,
you deserve a right to go play in a bowl.
Absolutely. Are you kidding? So that means a team like North Dakota State, who is going to come up and play football in the Mountain West this year, is immediately eligible for a bowl game. I like that. I think that's good. I actually liked a lot of what the NCAA passed. With you have 5 years, your clock starts either. Now this is the part where people are getting it wrong. Your clock starts either when you graduate high school or you turn 19, whichever comes first.
Okay.
That's how it is. So basically what we're trying to say is no 26, 27, 35-year-olds playing.
There's going to be no stories about guys going off in the Army, coming back and playing baseball for a couple years and then coming back.
Okay. Therein lies the crux.
That's the rub.
That's the rub. Because, okay, first of all, no, there will be no more stories of guys that are drafted by Major League Baseball that are also really good quarterbacks. They're done. Your clock will start. You will not have by the way, the red shirt is dead.
It's been dead for a while anyway, really.
True. But now the red shirt is now officially dead. We can actually call a time of death on it. Now, there are 3 exceptions to this 5-and-5 rule. if you get pregnant, if you are on a religious mission, meaning BYU, any of the Jesuit schools that require you to go on a religious mission, your clock will be paused while you do your mission. And the military, but there is a catch with the military rule. You can, if you are a commissioned officer at the Naval Academy or West Point or the Citadel or things like that, you can go do your year of military your required military service, come back, but you cannot play organized sports while you are on your deployment. So in other words, you can't go to Germany and play for the Army baseball team and come back and play baseball for Army. If that makes any sense of what I just said.
It does. I get that. And I think that, did I like seeing, I'm trying to think of the last player that was older that really were, Chris Winkie, quarterback at FSU.
Yeah.
Played baseball. Was probably, 27, 25?
He was 28, I think.
27, 28 when he's playing college ball. Wins the Heisman.
A 28-year-old man beating up on 18-year-old children.
Well, I said all along, I didn't think a guy that's in like his 6th or 7th year or whatever we've seen that, should be eligible for a Heisman. You should be eligible for the Heisman within your first 4.
See, that's what I like about the red shirt officially going away. Because now there is no injury red shirt. If you're injured, it's sorry about your damn luck, which I guarantee you that will be sued upon.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's just be honest. But nobody will now be playing 8, 9, 10 years in the NCAA if this thing stays intact. And I like that.
Well, I do too, especially when you start looking at the number of players that one Will Wade is bringing in for LSU's roster. It's not one of them, I think, younger than 22.
Or not one of them that hasn't had a two-way contract with the NBA, apparently.
Or they played some college ball, but I don't think there's one younger than 22 years old. I have to go back and look.
When you get somebody who was drafted 6 years ago, and that's a lot different. And I want to say this before anybody jumps in and talks about this. That is a completely different thing than what happened on Friday with one of Auburn's players. One of Auburn's players got drafted in the second round of the NBA draft and basically told the LA Clippers, thanks, but no thanks. I'm not signing with you. I'm going back to Auburn. I don't have a problem with that because he hadn't signed a contract with the Clippers. So to me, and I think that's the way it should be. You get drafted in baseball, you get drafted in basketball. I mean, this is already the rule in hockey.
Yeah.
You get drafted in football. Let's say you're a 7th round pick in the National Football League. To be dead level honest with you, if you don't sign a contract with an NFL team, I have no problems with you going back to college.
Well, I agree. I felt that way for a long time. What's puzzled me in light of the NBA draft, which, I don't care anything about NBA, but you see some of these players that were taken in the 2nd round, 3rd round, they would have been better to stay in college if they still had eligibility.
Well, that's what this kid from the Clippers
to get that NIL money.
That's what the kid drafted by the Clippers basically said. It's like, dude, I'm better off staying in college.
Yeah. Maybe he's getting a degree.
Yeah.
Which, couldn't do anything but help him.
I mean, he plays for Auburn, so he probably could get a degree.
It'd probably give him one if he asked for it.
Roll down the window.
Yeah. That's going to be part of the new NIL agreements. Yeah, I want $3 million, and you'll give me a degree. There.
A microbiology degree, please.
Yeah, why not?
But I like these rule changes. I really do like these rule changes, and I hope they stay intact. I hope we finally get a judge that looks at one of these kids and goes, no, what they said actually makes sense. I
thought they got it right, but immediately, of course, you've got that group that says no fair, no fair. We're going to find us a judge, get an injunction, file a lawsuit, and this circle's going to go on. And I tell you, between the money and the lawyers, they're going to ruin the sport. I mean, they're going to ruin the entire college athletic scene. Oh, they're already pretty much on their way.
Yeah. I was about to say, going to? I think that's already, that ship's already sailed there, sir.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Now, there are proposals out there that would start in the 27 season, which I like. They're talking about the Football Subdivision Oversight Committee this week will propose replacing spring football and summer workouts with 21 on-field practices across 2 time periods, reducing preseason camp practices from 25 to 21, and shrinking the 15-day transfer portal to 10 days. First of all, let me remind people, that's the only thing the window does is the window for you to get in. They can pull your name out probably at any time they feel like. I'm sure there's a time limit where they have to get you in, obviously. But
I think this makes sense in light of the fact that they're also trying to do the one transfer type rule. Because some of the analysts I was listening to this week were talking, and they were saying, if you're from one of the other 6 schools, out there, you're not in the big power divisions or whatever, there are no offensive linemen left.
Yeah,
they're having to all get quarterbacks. They're saying that they're able to run because all the big linemen have been called up or been pulled away by the SEC, the Big Ten, your Power 4 conferences are all grabbing those guys. So there's a real shortage, and there's going to be a mess when you think about it. You're not going to have skill players at some point that it's just creating big gaps, and it's not going to work. Long term, it's not going to work. Not just from a monetary standpoint, just from a performance standpoint, it's not going to work.
Now, here's what you got. As far as the practice proposal goes, which I don't have a big problem with.
Okay.
Right now, you have 15 practices in for spring, and a lot of coaches aren't using that, and they're not doing spring games anymore, which is fine. If the proposal passes, schools would have 7 total weeks to conduct 21 on-field practices, with no single period exceeding 5 weeks. So I guess that would be your spring and your early summer practices. What do you put under that? So basically, we're going into OTAs here. The additional 6 practices under the proposed rule would be non-contact with full pads. It's kind of what the high school league does. Like the first week you can be in pads, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's like non-contact.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, FBS schools will be allowed 27 days to conduct 21 training camp practices. Currently, schools are allowed 31 days to conduct 25 training camp. So that's early summer. So you're going to get 4 less, and I mean, we're just going to condense the schedule a little bit. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Transfer portal window.
I was getting ready to ask if they decided to move that.
They're not, but I wish they would.
They shouldn't be open while there's a ball being played.
That's what I'm saying. Every other sport,
it's after.
The window opens the day after the national championship game. Football is the only exception. The transfer portal window, it will be the first business day following January 1st. So they are moving it, but they're not moving it to the right spot.
Yeah.
So
it's closer.
Yeah. Well, so technically, if the transfer portal or if January 1st fell on a Friday, obviously that's not a business day.
Yeah.
Because and then Saturday and Sunday aren't business days. So you would be January the 4th would be when the transfer portal opens. What are they doing that weekend? The weekend of January the 1st, what are they doing? They're playing they're playing the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals
now,
now.
right?
You don't get a finalist and final game until what? At least
into January.
Yeah. So it's gotten closer to where it needs to be, but it's still not there.
Legitimately, this is what I would do. I would get rid of the February signing period. Who gets signed in that February period now? National Signing Day. Who gets signed in that?
It's a handful.
Like a handful.
It's not a lot.
Your roster's already done. You go back to December.
Yeah.
So take away that February signing period and make that the transfer portal. I would open the transfer portal the first business day after February the 1st. You've played the national championship game. You've had a couple weeks to get your roster ready. You can still do a 10 to 15 day window before the first school does their spring practice. Because I know that that's going to be the pushback in February. Well, now you're talking about pushing into spring practice. No. A lot of teams don't get started. I mean, at the very earliest, end of February is when they start. So if you opened it up, let's say February 2nd, you had a 10-day window. Well, that goes to the 11th. You still got 2 weeks before spring ball starts. I think if we're going to have the transfer window, the first week of February, the first day of February is perfect.
Are they still using enrollment in classes as the reason for that?
I guess.
Because they're really seriously thinking these guys are really going to class.
I guess that, and I guess that's why the February wouldn't work, because
the ones that are transferring are probably not going to class a lot.
I don't think so. And but that will be the argument. Well,
the student athlete.
Yeah, the paperwork for them to transfer wouldn't be there, and da-da-da-da-da. They got to have it in by this time. You got to think about schools that are on trimesters.
And in reality, right now, you've got some players are transferring almost every year. Or every other year.
For all the things we could say about Carson Beck, there's one thing I could say. He's honest.
He was honest.
I graduated 2 years ago. I haven't been to class in 2 years.
You got some that played 7 years of ball in college and didn't even have a degree. I never got even. I mean,
didn't
even sniff a general studies degree.
Isn't that right? I mean,
it's crazy.
Did you hear I finally graduated?
Yeah, in just a shade under a decade, too. All right.
You know, a lot of people go to college for 7 years.
I know. They're called doctors.
I love that slide. If I could do that. All right.
All right.
Love me some David Spade. All right.
All right. I just love the fact I share a birthday with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's where I get the sarcasm from. Oh, my.
Well, it's laughable because they're trying to really use a legitimate excuse to try to do the right thing, and it's not a good excuse. I mean, with everything else they're allowing, I don't know. It's like running up there with the fire extinguisher after the building's already down. It's already burned down. I mean,
I need to. That's what I need to get. I need to get Eric Cartman doing the student athlete.
That's true. Oh my gosh.
Oh geez, but yeah. So that's what's going on with the NCAA. I mean, the problem is I like everything that the NCAA is proposing, at least on paper. The problem is the lawyers are going to get involved.
Now they all just swarm in, and nothing will get done, nothing will get fixed because someone has been wronged. Now, the NCAA could have avoided this, and you know how? All these players they come from pretty much one season. It's what, the 2024?
Yes, the ones that are suing, I think, come from the 2024 season because they're asking. I think what they're asking is, what about us? But the problem is they address that. I can't see these lawsuits going forward because the NCAA addressed that, saying that if this is your graduating year, you can play under the age eligibility rule, or you can play under the 4 and 5 rule.
Okay, so they did allow them a grandfather.
Yeah,
more or less.
Yeah, we're in the grandfather.
The way I first heard it, they had not grandfathered them in.
I think what happened was a lot of these guys jumped the gun. They were so itchy to file a lawsuit because the NCAA had breathed in the wrong direction that they didn't realize, oh, wait, it's been addressed.
Mm. Well, again, it's gotten all lawfare. That's what everything's about these days in our society. Everybody's insulted. Everybody's got a problem. Let's just sue.
You know, Steve Spurrier used to call this talking season.
And he's right.
I'm going to start. You know what? I'm going to pull out my Steve Spurrier here for a minute. And I'm going to rename this. This is now litigation season. I mean, if you think about it, it's litigation season. Because this is when everybody sues everybody. And because probably going to start having judges on the sidelines filing injunctions against, oh, no, that was a bad pass interference call. Here's an injunction. I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's just it. This is why there's so much frustration with the NCAA. I mean, they can't make a decision about anything because then as soon as you do, you're hauled into court. And they can't win. No one backs it. The coaches that vote on it and agree to it, again, we've said it a million times, they're the ones that are lying through their teeth to all of us because they're not backing what they agreed to. You and I have nothing to lose, Matt, because we don't ever have to put down these guys never have to really put down any firm stake and stand behind anything. They vote on it. They say they agree with it. But then when it comes, it doesn't apply to me.
Right.
How dare you try to enforce the law I agreed upon on me?
No, you're right. It's everybody loves the new rules until they're enforced against you. And then it's, well, you're not enforcing them right.
Yeah.
We're enforcing it. No, you're just not doing it right because we'd never do that.
Yeah. You're not taking into account all my challenges to be here. It's sickening after a while. But, they were trying to do the right thing. I thought this read well. I thought it was fairly well thought out other than just going ahead and just saying, hey, they should have said it. I think made it look like a grandfather type clause. And where those guys that read it understood it.
And it's an NCAA rule. And this is how rare this is. It's an NCAA rule I have seen very little criticism of. You got to think about that. And I get it. Not everything universally liked is good. But I mean, how rare is it to have an NCAA rule where everybody's like, why wasn't this the rule before? I don't get it. But,
they didn't really have the problem that they've got now.
Yeah.
Because most people did the right thing and said, okay, I'm done. My college career's over.
They were the ones that would sue were the exception to the rule.
Yeah. There was not the money in the market for it that there is now. That's why.
And that's the same reason why we have out of control expansion now.
Well, I mean, South Carolina had a DB that came. I think they called him Pop.
Yeah.
And he was in the military. He'd gone overseas, was in Gulf War I or one of those or something. But he was like a DB that came on. The guy was like 30-some years old, I think. And he got about 2 minutes on the field that I remember and was a feel-good story.
Right.
And that's all it was. He got to work out with the team, practice with the team. Don't think he got any scholarship money or nothing like that. The GI Bill probably paid for his college.
I'm about to say if he paid his way on.
So
that's what walk-ons do. But that's the one. Do you realize now in 2 years, the walk-on and the red shirt, two things that, were tradition when we were kids, they're gone.
You're going to lose both.
They're gone. And I hate to admit it, college football might be for the better because of, the latter going away.
It could be, but you're still hurting the recruiting.
You're always going to hurt the recruit. It don't matter what you do. Because, I mean, now you got guys that can play 5 years. Well, you might be overstocked at a certain position, and you're going to waste a year or two for the kids. If I was a mid-major coach, I'd have field day. Because in reality, the rules just benefited me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I'm going to sit there and I'm going to go into a recruit's house, maybe a recruit that I never had a chance before to get, that you knew was going D1, and I would sit down in his house and go, son, you're going to waste 2 years. of your eligibility, picking splinters out of your behind.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, you might make a little NIL money, but here's the deal. You're going to make a little less NIL money signing for us. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Where you probably could have gotten $200,000 signing for South Carolina, you come to Coastal Carolina, and we'll get you $20,000.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll start.
Mm-hmm. That's my pitch.
Yeah.
You're right.
And
it's all about tape. We're going to get you the tape that's going to get you that $1 million NIL deal.
Yeah. And I was about to say, and 2 years later, you're going to make $500,000. You're going to make $1 million because you're going to transfer out of here. And you're going to go to a big school and you're going to get paid. You're just not going to get paid right away, but you're going to start.
Yeah. I mean, it's an easy sell if you think about it, because you go right into that recruit's house and you're just like, listen, here's what we're going to commit to you. $2,000 a week, come out and play. You're going to start. You're going to play a role. Here's what else I'm going to develop you. We're going to get you to an elite level. We're going to take your game from where it's at, and we're going to elevate you. And then when it comes, you're going to commit to me that you're going to buy into the program. You're going to work hard. You're going to play every down. You're going to do everything we ask you to do. And in the end, I'm going to help you get to the next level, to get to the bigger team.
Yes.
Get that big payday.
Yes.
Because you need tape. That's what you need. You need field time and tape. You're not going to get it sitting on the bench at big-name school and big-name conference.
Right.
You're not going to get it.
And, now, will there be kids that get blinded by the NIL money and will take that's sitting on the bench? Yes. But 9 out of those 10 players probably would look at a Coastal Carolina, I'm trying to think of Middle Tennessee State, something like that, and go, you know what? That is a good deal. Take less now for more later.
I'll be honest. If I'm a lower team in a bigger conference, I might not be making that same sales pitch if I was a South Carolina.
Yes.
I know you would rather go to Alabama. I know you'd rather play at Texas. I know you'd rather be at Ohio State. Let me help you get there.
Yeah. And that's not actually a bad pitch for South Carolina, because it's like, listen, we'll coach you up. We'll get you ready. And in 2 years, when you leave for Alabama, we'll find somebody else to do the same thing with.
We've got they've got a really good assistant staff. I mean, most of the coaches at South Carolina are fairly well ranked, well known. They've got connections everywhere. We're going to develop you. That's our commitment. We're going to get you on the field, let you play, and we're going to develop you. And where you go from there is up to you. We'll help you.
I like it.
I mean, why not?
I like it. I like it a lot. But that's not the only sports league that has been making some changes. It's been a week. Folks, it's summertime. We have no games to talk about, all right? Another league making some changes. And we're going to have promotion and relegation in a United States sport? What? Talk about it after the break.
Hey, I'm Mary Gail Zach with Mr. Sparky. For years, families have watched my brother and I grow up, but I wasn't just growing up in the commercials, I was growing up in the family business.
After all these years, I'm proud to say some things haven't changed. Family still comes first.
Integrity and providing excellent service is non-negotiable.
We will always bring that same family commitment to our client. Call us or book online today.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888 Sparky.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That is simple human sense. Call me, Sarah Knight Nally, at CRW Insurance, 803-775-1168 if auto owners make sense for you.
When car trouble strikes, remember Tim's Auto Pro is here to make your life easier. They offer complete preventative maintenance and full automotive repair on most makes and models, including imports, at rates that won't break the bank. Is your AC on the fritz? They can service it. Need a front-end alignment? They got you covered. Tire pressures monitoring system acting up? Go see them. When life gets busy and car trouble strikes, remember Tim's Auto Pro, the only place to go. 2685 Peach Orchard Road in Dalzell. Online at timsautopro.com.
In the heart of South Carolina, where the spirit of celebration thrives, there's a place unlike any other. Mickey Finn's your one-stop party destination with 3 locations, Cashua Drive, Pamplico Highway, and their huge beverage warehouse on Dr. Johnny Bruce Road next to Buc-ee's. Step into a world of endless possibilities where the shelves are filled with the largest selection of beer, wine, and liquor, each bottle carrying its own story of flavor and enjoyment. Sign up today for Mickey Finn's customer rewards. Mickey Finn says, "We drink all we can and sell the rest."
Let SC House of Wings handle all your catering needs. Whether it's a large order or small order, whether it's an office party, a baby shower, or maybe a birthday party or good old house party, we got you covered at SC House of Wings for your catering needs. Smoked turkey wing bites, crab rice, chicken bar, fried corn, chicken wings with over 20 delicious flavors to choose from, like hot honey, lemon pepper wet, hot yaki, sweet teriyaki, buffalo, and many, many more. Order online at scHouseofWings.com. For delivery, use the app, DoorDash, or Uber Eats. SC House of Wings, Carolina's #1 wing spot. Boom, 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 boom.
Did you hear? Nucor Steel South Carolina will have an entry-level production hiring pool for applications July 7th only. It's your opportunity to join a company with some of the best benefits in the business. Nucor Steel offers 401k and Roth 401k with company match, profit sharing, medical and dental insurance, and unlimited growth potential. Don't miss this opportunity for a future with Nucor Steel South Carolina. The application process is open July 7th only at jobs.nucor.com. Search by keyword entry-level production and Darlington as the location.
When it comes to commercial real estate of the PD, local experience matters. PLC Commercial is a locally owned firm specializing in brokerage, leasing, property management, and development. We help business owners find the right space and investors make confident decisions. Whether you're expanding, relocating, or investing, trust the team that knows the PD. Visit plccommercial.com or call 843-702-9685. PLC Commercial. This isn't just our market, it's home.
We all count on our smartphones in so many ways these days, from keeping in touch with our friends and family to finding our way around town. With FTC as your wireless provider, you'll enjoy the area's best coverage and fastest data speeds, great plan choices for every budget, and a stellar selection of phones and tablets from Apple, Samsung, and Google. Because at FTC, we get you and your wireless needs. To learn more, visit ftcwireless.com or call 888-218-5050.
Come out to the Golden Saddle, the PD's ultimate live entertainment venue. Great food, cold drinks, and the best bands every weekend. Don't miss the fun at the Golden Saddle, 2244 Harrybird Highway in Darlington. For details and upcoming events, follow them on Facebook.
It's the Summer Sizzling Savings event going on now at High Point Furniture. It's hot outside, and the deals are even hotter. Save big on living rooms, bedrooms, dining sets, recliners, mattresses, and more. If you've been waiting to upgrade your home, now's the time to save with styles your family will love, plus financing and delivery available. Shop High Point Furniture, 1916 West Evans Street in Florence and 873 Broad Street in Sumter. Summer savings are sizzling at High Point Furniture.
Do you want to play a great quality golf course in our area? Fox Creek Golf Club is the best value in the PD. Come play around at Fox Creek and see for yourself. You won't be disappointed. Fox Creek Golf Club, minutes from Florence, Hartsville, and Sumter. Book your tee time today.
The tailgate is down. Climb on board. Game day in the Carolinas.
It's Game Day in the Carolinas. Matt Woody with you here for a few more minutes. And, we've been talking a lot about NCAA rule changes, but massive, mega rule changes that are turning the sport of professional golf on its head. Welcome in promotion and relegation to the PGA Tour.
There's no promotion now?
Yeah, well, they're going to do promotion differently.
Okay.
There's always been promotion and relegation in the PGA Tour. If you really think about it.
Every one of those hats and shirts have a little logo on them here and there.
Oh, yeah.
Little promotion.
So there's going to be the big one starting in 28. There's going to be a 2-tier split of the PGA guys. Because there's like 300 PGA Tour golfers. So we're going to start with the top tier, which is the Championship Series. It's going to be a class of, I think I've read 120, I think is what they're going to settle on. They will play a shortened schedule, 23 to 24 events, running from February to August. That will also have the 4 majors and the Players' Championship and select team events. Every payout, the purses will be $20 million. So the winner's probably going to make roughly about $40 million, I think is what it is. They're going to cut after 3 rounds.
Okay.
Instead of 2. Then you have the Challenger Series. This is where everybody else in the PGA Tour is going. The field features about 144 players trying to work their way up. There will be 20 events on recognizable courses, heavily spotlighted during the Championship Series off weeks. The purses will be around $4 million an event, so you're probably looking at the winner making, what, $300,000, something like that? Thereabouts. It's smaller than Tier 1, but vastly superior to the current developmental circuits like the Korn Ferry Tour. So here's how promotion and relegation are going to work. Relegation will be any player who is on the Championship Series that is worse than 90. So the top 90 are safe from relegation. Anyone finishing outside of the top 90 automatically goes to the Challenger Series. The top 20 players from the Challenger Series will replace them. Now, there's also the Battlefield promotion is staying for the Challenger Series. So basically, if you're not following some of the Korn Ferry Tour, there's something called the Battlefield promotion, where if you win 3 tournaments in one season, you automatically get PGA Tour status. If you're on the Challenger Series, this is what's changing. If you're on the Challenger Series and you win 2 events on the Challenger Series, you're automatically promoted to the Championship Series.
This sounds a lot like soccer. Your soccer league.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I told you there's only the top 20, right, from the Challenger Series.
Mm-hmm.
Because players who miss the top 20 in the Challenger Series will move on to the Fall Tour. It's a 4 to 6 week tournament shootout. Relegated Tier 1 pros and top Tier 2 pros will go head-to-head for a very limited number of remaining baseline spots in next season's Championship Series. If a relegated player falls here, they're officially stuck playing for the $4 million purses instead of the $20 million purses. So basically, at that point, it becomes like the German league. And because soccer's a very, very good thing for this. So in Germany, in Scotland, and there's a couple of other countries, what happens is the winner of the league below automatically gets promoted. I think in Germany it's like the 2 teams that are I think it's first and second place in the league below the Bundesliga automatically get promoted. the 3 teams, and I think they take 3, the 3 from the Bundesliga and like 3rd, 4th, and 5th place in the bottom league will go into a playoff. No, I think, that sounds right. I would have to double check that. But anyways, my point being, they go into the relegated teams and teams that just missed promotion go into a playoff to see who takes the next spot.
This could be fun.
Oh, I mean,
it's going to be something
brought
different.
Excitement
it gives them something to play for.
I mean, you got 4 to 6 weeks now.
Yeah.
On the fall tour, you've given the fall tour relevancy. If you really, really think about it, you've given the fall tour relevancy because they've tried other gimmicks before. Remember when you could actually qualify for the Masters if you won in a fall tour series?
Yep.
Nobody watched then, but I'd be more inclined to watch this.
I was going to say, doesn't the Masters kind of have their own qualification list?
Yeah, but
how would that play into there?
I think it's if you win from the beginning. Yeah, they do, but I think they've also got an agreement with the PGA Tour. If you win from the start of the season up to the Masters, you're automatically invited.
Okay. Well, I mean,
and you know what? I'd put that on the line. I would say the winner of this 4 to 6 week fall tour championship, whatever you want to call it, I think they should get an automatic bid into the Masters or into the U.S. Open or something like that.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think it could. That's going to be. I think gives them a little more excitement.
Right? Because do you know the game in English soccer that makes you the most money? It's not playing in the Premier League. It's winning the championship playoffs. If you win the championship playoffs, you can earn up to £900 million. About 850 million US dollars. Because you get TV rights, you get this, that, and the other. All the perks of being a Premier League team. So in total, it's worth 850 million US dollars. That's the most expensive game in the world. I would love to see the PGA Tour do something like that.
Yeah, it could very well happen, especially since it would appear a lot of the money is starting to finally fall out of the bottom of the LIV.
Who don't even know. By the way, as I predicted, I can actually say this. As I predicted, it doesn't look like the LIV is going to finish the season. They're out of money. They're broke. The guy who runs the LIV has openly said, I don't know if we're going to finish the season, which is usually a sign of we're not going to finish the season unless somebody steps in.
Yeah. Well, it just goes to prove, too, that all these folks that are now starting to have serious discussions about private equity, just adding a bunch of money doesn't always fix the problem.
No. Having well, I mean, because what do you do when the unlimited checkbook becomes limited? Because let's just be honest, that was the LIV. The LIV had, it's almost like WCW in the mid-90s. The LIV had basically, let's be honest, a blank check. Well, the blank check went away. Now you get to deal with the consequences. You can't buy your way out of this unless, some uber billionaire loved the LIV so much they're willing to fund it, but they don't have Saudi oil profits.
And you think that'd be, bottomless, but they even got to a point where they're like, no.
There's no return on the investment.
It almost feels like that those guys just paid a bunch of money to hang out with an elite golfing crew for a season or so. That's all it was. It was like we formed a little club and got some popular golfers in there, and was that.
And now that we run a soccer league where we're pulling in guys like Ronaldo, I think you guys are yesterday's news.
I mean, because they really weren't pushed.
No,
I mean they're not near as pushed, from a weekly standpoint like the golfers in the PGA are.
So this actually is this actually brings up a good idea. We have been talking on several occasions about how the PGA or the LIV guys could be introduced back into the PGA, right?
Right.
This is the way you do it. You stick them on the Challenger Series.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
And you make them earn their status back.
And that might be one way of them accomplishing that. You know, they probably didn't intentionally start this discussion for that reason, but now they've got an out.
Right. You know,
it fell right into the lap.
It's a little less humiliating than having to go on the Korn Ferry Tour and re-earn your status, which I'm still not against, by the way. If anybody jumps, I think that's what they should do. If anybody willingly jumps from the LIV to the PGA, that should be where you start. You should start on the Korn Ferry Tour and earn your way back to status. I'm okay with PGA Tour doing that. I mean, you went to my rival. You're somebody who's trying to put me out of business, but you want me to welcome you back with open arms. That's not how life works.
Yeah, totally agree.
So,
sorry, a couple things have just popped up on college football memes.
On
Reddit. Brendan Sorsby has been denied entrance to the Australian Football League, the AFL.
Oh, no.
And he's also they've announced due to the rough allegations against Brendan Sorsby is what they meant to say, the Puppy Bowl sees no choice.
Not the Puppy Bowl.
But to collar teams from offering Sorsby a contract in the upcoming season. While we acknowledge that he has that dog in him, we feel the integrity of the league must be upheld.
That's so good.
Puppy Bowl has turned away Brendan Sorsby.
Don't worry, there's always the Kitty Bowl. We're waiting now on the Kitty Bowl to see if
why not? I mean, you know, throw a little bit.
The funny thing, and getting back to Sorsby for a minute, you know what the funny thing is? I know that the, indoor football leagues are just basically guys who are never will be's. But I could actually see an arena football team or an indoor football team actually signing Brendan Sorsby as a publicity stunt.
I guess it could happen.
You know, a lot of those teams, because we have personal experience, Woody. A lot of those teams have no problems. You'll put butts in seats just because of your name.
Is there any coming back from that, though, if you become a sideshow? I mean, I know we've seen a handful of people make it from the arena leagues into the pros. I mean, Kurt Warner being the most famous one, but...
Well, that was when the Arena League actually took itself seriously.
Yeah, I mean, but anything else now would be kind of like you said, a carnival sideshow.
Right, but...
I don't think there's any coming back from that.
But,
nobody's going to take you serious.
At least you're playing.
Well...
You're playing competitive football.
Well, they're saying he's got the other option of the UFL, but, quite honestly, I don't know how much attendance...
Don't start till March.
But they just finished. So I don't know how much attendance they had from what I saw on television when I did watch. It didn't look good. I don't know how those teams are making money.
A lot of that is, well, I know how a lot of those teams are making money. The Rock is paying for a lot of it. So, Dwayne.
But he's going to run out of money.
Yeah. Well, why do you think he's on the board of TKO now? Just so he can keep the money going for the league.
Yeah.
But at least if he played UFL football, he's playing against guys that are practice squads. So, I mean, they have some NFL talent. The problem with that is he wouldn't play but 4 or 5 games before the NFL draft? And is that enough tape?
Probably not. I don't think so. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see where that all winds up settling down. And again, I don't feel ill will toward the guy.
No.
Now, when you start lawyering up and trying to sue for things that you did wrong,
right,
I have a problem with you then.
See, I think that's the whole thing, isn't it? We're waiting for Brendan Sorsby to take his rejection with grace.
Yeah. He's not done any of that.
And just go, you know what? In the end, this is the consequence of my actions. I'm going to go away for a little while. And then when I come out the other side, everything's going to be all right.
He'd have been better suited to have been quiet like that and just gone away rather than
Woody, how many times did Bud Selig, how many times did he say, Pete, all you got to do is tell the truth.
Yeah. Say I did it. Say you're sorry.
Say I did it. Say I'm sorry, and we'll put you in the next Hall of Fame. But the end of Bud Selig's tenure was every year. It was the plea.
I always got the feeling that Selig wanted to be able to do it before he retired. That was like a personal mission for him.
That really, for Bud Selig, who legitimately was a very passionate baseball guy. I mean, he was like a lot of the guys who bought teams in the 70s, used car salesman, passionate baseball fan, bought the Milwaukee Brewers. You know, shadily sold it to his daughter when he became commissioner. But it's shady when you sell it to your kids. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I agree.
But I remember that year after year after year after year, every time Bud Selig was asked on it, even Rob Manfred, when he was asked upon it, all you got to do, Pete, is tell the truth. Just admit it. And we'll let you in. We'll celebrate you everywhere. We'll have Pete Rose night at every damn stadium. But you got to say you did it. And that's what Brendan Sorsby's got to do right now. Come out and say, all right, I've decided I'm not going to sue anybody anymore. I did this because I was desperate to play football this year. And now I realize actions have consequences. I'm going to see if somebody will let me play so I can have some tape.
Yeah, you've not had. And has he even spoken in a press conference?
No.
I've not seen him on TV at all.
Because everything we get from him now is lawsuit.
Through a lawyer.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the lawyer was even coming out and saying that it was, in some ways, it was Cincinnati's fault because they knew about it and didn't do anything to help him.
Well, and Cincinnati now says, wait a minute, we did.
Yeah, they spoke to him about it. That's record.
And we had to kick him off the team.
I tell you, it's a mess.
It really is. And like I said, I agree with you. Sorsby has done himself a world of hurt with all these lawsuits. Just take it with grace. Talk to a JUCO team. At least you'll have some tape. Salvage what you can now. Mm-hmm. And when you can, and like we've said all day, just go away. Don't even get a parking ticket. That'll show that more than anything will show NFL teams, okay, you've turned a corner.
Yeah, I'm not even so sure it wouldn't be a terrible idea if he got on the television somewhere, radio, and just said, hey, these are my plans. I plan to go do X, Y, Z.
I did it.
And prepare and, just want to tell the fans I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I let you down.
I had an issue. I'm trying to get that addressed. And
right.
I'm going to be a better person on the other side of this.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Speaking of people who aren't going to be better people, that's next.
Hello, everybody. I am Donnie Daniel with Daniel Wealth Management. In a world of constant change and evolving market, finding a partner you can trust is crucial for financial success. At Daniel Wealth Management, we understand the importance of growth, not just for your investment, but for your future and your legacy you'll leave behind. Our team of experts are dedicated to providing personalized strategies that align with your goals, whether you're planning for retirement, saving for a home, or investing for your children's education. With our tailored approach, we'll help you navigate the complexities of your portfolio and make informed decisions that drive your success. Time is your most valuable asset, and we're here to help you make the most of it. Let us be your guide on the path to financial growth and stability. Visit us at Daniel Wealth Management on Broad Street in Sumter, South Carolina, or call us at 803-774-3121 and schedule an appointment to start your journey towards a brighter tomorrow. Daniel Wealth Management, your partner in growth, your partner in success.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Azaic Wealth, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Hey, Braves fans, community broadcasters Mickey Finn's, Irby Street Sporting Goods, and Palmetto Heating and Cooling are sending you and 3 friends on the ultimate Braves Grand Slam family getaway. It's an awesome trip to Atlanta with 4 premium seats in the exclusive Xfinity Suite. It's an all-you-can-eat food, drinks, hotel, restaurant vouchers, signed souvenirs, batting practice, and $500 in cash experience. On August 15th, the Braves battle the Diamondbacks, but you've got to win to get in. Listen for the crack of the bat and be the 9th caller to qualify for the grand prize. Or go online now and register at bravesgrandslam.com. This wow experience can't be bought, but it can be won thanks to Mickey Finn's, Palmetto Heating and Cooling, and Irby Street Sporting Goods. Head to bravesgrandslam.com for all the details. Special thanks to our awesome sponsors, Monraga Roofing, Piggly Wiggly of Darlington and Hartsville, Slowpoke Bait and Tackle, Twin State Chevrolet, Galloway Auto Glass, CarQuest of Sumter, R&W Golf Carts, and National Hardware. The Braves Grand Slam Family Getaway starts now.
Imagine delighting your event's guest senses with unique, tantalizing food. That's what PD Catering can do for your event. With mouth-watering meal options, they offer exceptional service, unforgettable food, affordable prices for any occasion. PD Catering offers more fresh meal combinations than you ever thought possible, from prime rib dinners, steak and lobster, to sausage or chicken biscuits, pancakes or waffles, cold-cut sandwiches, salads, barbecue, and many other entrees. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner covered. Whether it's an office party, a wedding, or business meeting, their desire is to perfectly and affordably satisfy customers' needs for any occasion, from any party sizes of 20 to 1,000. You can trust PD Catering for exceptional service and exceptional food. Contact Tammy Hicks at 843-519-1036 or at pdcatering.com for contact information and their great customer reviews. Once again, contact Tammy Hicks at 843-519-1036 or at pdcatering.com.
Nothing says tradition like your hometown Piggly Wiggly. Take it from the pig. When it comes to value and freshness, you can't beat Piggly Wiggly. They've been bringing home the bacon for millions of American families for over 100 years. Today, they're one of the best-known and best-loved brands in America. Stop by your local Piggly Wiggly today and take home the freshest meats, vegetables, and produce, along with great deals on all your favorite brands. Each week, the pig features new specials, perfect for your tailgating parties and family mealtime.
Trust DPM Property Maintenance for professional landscape design and installs on new and existing properties, commercial and residential. From irrigation system installs and upgrades to stunning outdoor lighting and audio, DPM prioritizes quality over quantity. They never rush through a job, making sure it's done right the first time, every time. Call Tyler Davison today at 843-617-2038 for your free estimate. Find them on Facebook at Davison Property Maintenance, LLC. DPM Davison Property Maintenance, bringing your vision to life with trust and quality.
This is Ben Ingram from the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, and you're on the tailgate with Matt and Woody. This is Game Day in the Carolinas on 96.3 ESPN Radio.
Oh, just like the Freebird rule, it's that time.
It is that time. It's time for our Idiot of the Week segment brought to you by Mr. Rob Weiland and Men with Shirts. If you're a small business and you need a logo, if you've got a logo, you need to get it on a hat, cup, koozie, keychain, bumper sticker, whatever you need, Rob can do that for your business, and he can do it for you affordably. He's a great guy. Check out his Facebook page. It's Men with Shirts. Check out his website, menwithshirts.com. He's the small businessman's friend. He can save you money. He's a great guy. He's a good conversationalist, has good grammar, brushes his teeth, super friend of our show.
And a general man around town.
Just a great man in all of Hero Township. Anyway, check him out, Men with Shirts, menwithshirts.com, or give him a call at 843-260-1105.
Oh, boy. We're not going to Florida for this one. We're actually going to Kentucky.
There you go.
Which makes sense when you hear the story. 2 Kentuckians are facing felony charges after a search of their car turned up narcotics, some of which were inside a bag with the misspelling assurance, definitely not a bag full of drugs. That's how it read.
That's usually good camouflage. They never guess that.
Yeah. This is not drugs. Trish Crowley and Damian Bennett were collared by Laurel County Sheriff's Office detective who looked into their parked car and spotted a plastic baggie which contained suspected narcotics. The investigators subsequently found another bag, you think, that also held narcotics. What a surprise! In addition to the drug counts, Crowley is now charged with providing police with a fake ID, while Bennett was found to have, are you sitting down for this? Other arrest warrants.
Oh, no kidding.
Very good. We still don't know what the term lackey spudge means, but I'm sure it means something.
Well, he's like he confirmed his reservations.
Yes.
It's stupid season out west.
Yes,
I'm going to
it
go
is.
out west for mine. We're going to go to Yellowstone Park. It's already the summer season.
Hey,
the
boo-boo.
bison are out wandering around. The flowers are blooming.
Oh, no.
Yes, it's that time again. The guy out of Sand Springs, Oklahoma, was in Yellowstone last month. He stopped near a place called Floating Island Lake. It's in northern Yellowstone. See if he can find any bears. Yeah, they're wandering around too. He sits there and he sees a door pop open on the back of a car. A kid gets out and starts charging a herd of bison that are in the middle of the road. Now, luckily, the kid wasn't hurt. They moved on off. But they said as soon as the kid ran him down the road, he just walked back to the car and got in casually. Now, last year, there was a man gored. There was another woman that got too close. The bison threw her I don't know how many feet. The husband goes to rescue her. The bison charges again and flips the woman 20 more feet in the air again. They've actually had people killed because they've either been gored or trampled to death by these big beasts, and people still do it. I mean, I'm not one that believes in too much. I mean, I guess in this case, they're proving survival of the fittest. Because if you're stupid enough to charge a bison, you deserve whatever you get.
Leave the bison alone.
They recommend you stay 25 yards away. And sometimes that's not even enough.
No. A very determined bison is just like a very determined pig.
Just so you know, there's photos and video of the kid chasing the bison. You can look it up. But he's actually wearing an Ohio State Athletics
that
jersey.
Explains everything. That explains everything right there.
Idiot.
O-H-I... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
For Woody, I'm Matt. We'll see you next... we will see you next week on the 4th of July.
Hey, I'm Mary Gail Zach with Mr. Sparky. For years, families have watched my brother and I grow up. But I wasn't just growing up in the commercials, I was growing up in the family business.
After all these years, I'm proud to say some things haven't changed. Family still comes first.
Integrity and providing excellent service is non-negotiable.
We will always bring that same family commitment to our client. Call us or book online today.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in years? That's why it's so easy to contact a local auto owners agent to make insurance buying easy. That's simple human sense. Give me, Terry Richburg, a call at 803-775-1168 and ask if auto owners make sense for you.
When you take the family on a vacation getaway, the last thing you need is a problem with your car. Bring it into Tim's Auto Pro before you go. Their certified technicians can repair your air conditioner, heater, and brakes for a cool and safe trip. Tim's Auto Pro will also replace those worn-out tires and do that front-end work you've been putting off. Bring your car, truck, or van into Tim's Auto Pro. From preventative maintenance to full auto repair, the only place you need to know is Tim's Auto Pro, 2685 Peach Orchard Road in Dalzell. Online at timsautopro.com.
In the heart of South Carolina, where the spirit of celebration thrives, there's a place unlike any other. Mickey Finn's your one-stop party destination with 3 locations, Cashua Drive, Pamplico Highway, and their huge beverage warehouse on Dr. Johnny Bruce Road.